The guard looks at you and goes, "I didn't know you could do that." And they see you looking up. "Oh yeah, it's nice, isn't it?" Uh, it's not real. She's right. But there's some people that were born here that have never seen, the outside. So,
Have you seen the outside?
oh yeah,
Do you know what's going on at the outside?
yeah, for years now.
You've known for years that demons have, in the last week, come to Earth and now are killing people?
Where are you from that they're just getting to you?
Jessup's Nest.
That's a few days travel to the coast, isn't it?
It's about a week travel, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the portals are starting to open up and kill people and, lots of stuff.
So,
The comet hit the Earth.
yeah, we know.
That was a week ago.
That was years ago.
That was a week ago. Rusty!
Let me show you. And he points off just a little past the fountain and past a few of the buildings. There's some brightly colored tents and stalls that are selling, baked goods and tools, books, that sort of thing. Just past those, there's the main town square. It is open. There's banners going down the buildings. There's streamers of flags, and in the center there is a statue. There's a statue of each of you standing there, tall and proud, with Scrack, the biggest one, in the center, fierce, with his arms pulled back, his claws out, and his beak wide open. You see Torsten standing there with a shield and a mace. You see Riona in her human form, glasses, just the frames made out of stone, actual glass put into them. The hair, amazing that they got that much detail in it. But holding her staff like she's either going to cast or smack somebody with it. There's even 2 llamas that are flanking her. But it is a large cluster of statues on a pedestal.
What is this place?
Below
I don't know.
Below that, in several different languages carved out, are the words "thank you." I would never fight you, Scrack. Sir, Mr. Scrack?
Yeah, I'm going to call him Mr. Scrack from now.
Right. My impudence. I'm sorry.
You
I
guys
hand over-
know about us.
Well, everybody knows about you. I mean, you did save the people that started this village.
How does this town know about us?
Well, the stories go that there were these heroes. The Fab Five. The Fab Five came riding into town on their fiery llamas, and they saved us from this giant demon horde by running away. Well, they didn't run away, but they found us a way through the mountains.
Who's
Legend has it that, well, I guess you guys, unless you're cosplaying as the heroes from the past, you guys came outside of the mountain, and there was some mighty monster, and you sent it back into the bowels of one of the levels of hell, while everybody ran for freedom and safety. And when they went back, there was no sign of you. So they traveled for a little bit. They set up this town, and here we are. But you gave them a shot. So
that was literally 2 weeks ago.
Not even. It was
Not even.
Yeah.
Or, well, we're on to 72 hours ago now.
Yeah, in your time it was 3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Who's in
just
charge?
happened. Heading towards that.
Okay.
All right. I'm
I
gonna
follow
ignore
Scrack.
I'm ignoring the townspeople. And I'm just going to amble on over to the most important building in town.
The suit
right.
shop.
The suit shop. Because every girl's crazy about a smart dressed owlbear.
Yeah.
I can second that. I'd love to see him in a little bow tie.
No.
I'm following Scrack. He's the only one I trust in this group at the moment. So.
All right. So after all weapons aside from Scrack had been taken, and Haskar's like, fine. Can you let go of it, sir? No. Yes? No. Fine. That means actually let go of it. I know. Give me a second.
Just drop it.
Doesn't it actually return to his hand?
If he throws it.
Good to know.
Like if he
So-
leaves someplace.
So what you're saying is he can be disarmed?
Technically, there are people that could literally disarm every one of you in this town. So
We already lost one arm / hand today. We don't need to lose another disarm.
that was last night.
Whatever.
So once you're all disarmed of the things that they perceive as the weapons from the legendary Fabulous Five, they have no other name for your group.
Yeah, Fabulous Five. No one else wanted to come up with a name. I like it.
The Fab Five.
No.
Oh, Owlbear, keep walking.
You walk past the statues. Business goes on as normal. You see some, and a guard runs up, points at you, says something to them, and runs on inside. Eventually, you do reach the guards at this walkway up here. You can see that. This is obviously not my art. I don't know whose art this is. I would tell you, however, I don't know. Just a screen grab off of a random website. But I thought it looked cool. So we're
Yeah.
going with it.
Looks nice.
Yes. If you're the artist and you're watching, please comment. I would love to meet you. Or at least say hi. Anyway, back in. As you begin walking up, you see the guards kind of standing there doing their job, going, what business do you have?
Do you know who we are?
Well, I know who you look like. From what they said, you claim to be them.
We didn't claim anything.
We are them. We need to talk to the mayor.
Whoever's in charge.
Yeah, we don't have a mayor.
Who's in this big building?
Well, that would be the high priestess,
All right, we need to talk to her.
Good enough.
or
Yeah.
lady of the shards, the one who it governs all of us, and well,
Yeah,
you know,
that's the one.
provides this.
All right, we're gonna go talk
Okay,
to her.
stand aside.
Yeah,
We're gonna go talk to her.
But you don't have an appointment.
that's okay.
Are you
Yeah.
sure? Have you checked the
just-
ledger?
I just amble past him.
I follow.
We need 11:30. It's fine.
I would say something, but that is a talking owlbear that looks just like the statue. So I don't. Anyway, as you proceed, these are white marble steps that lead up to this very grand structure, and there are banners of a bright blue. Strangely, a very familiar bright blue.
I mean,
Rusty knows. As you kind of clutch your blue book closer.
Does it happen to have a rapier stuck into a block of ice on the banner?
Not. It is the same color, but there is a snowflake on the top half, and I'm sorry, it's a flame, a blue flame on the top half, and on the bottom half is icicles.
I think we're gonna like it here.
I think we need to get us our information
Yeah.
and then leave here.
I want to know where here is and
I'm
why
with
it's so freaking weird.
You
So-
mean normal? Everything we've dealt with over the last several weeks has been strange. This is normal.
People knowing about us and not trying to kill me is
Riona,
yeah.
don't get us kicked out of here, please. Please.
I will be as pleasant as I can be. See? Smile. Pleasant.
uh-huh.
How about I just stay quiet like Scrack? Would that help?
No.
Yeah.
No, just
If I don't know how to talk, Torsten can't talk.
Torsten's already having trouble with his
Yeah, right.
service.
spontaneous laryngitis.
Yep.
All right.
As you are passing through these halls and all these people, it's pretty crowded, but
Yeah.
you know, the ones that do notice you kind of move out of the way, like obviously you belong here if you're in here.
Right.
So they continue working, and then you see the guard that had run up earlier and spoken to the two at the beginning of the walk, and he is just out of breath. He's huffing and puffing. He sees you, ambles over. Okay. Yeah.
In the nose, out the mouth. In the mouth, out the mouth.
I'm not used to all this running. Okay.
What do you want?
So, our benevolent leader cannot see you right now, but her second in command can. And she is waiting for you. Oh, so dizzy. In the assembly hall, down the left, go up the stairs. It's large. Can't miss it. I'm gonna go lay down. And he wanders off.
As he's leaving, I hold up my hand to him and say, Levistus' blessing be upon you.
Silence rings out throughout the entire hallway
I'm
as
not
they all
allowed to talk.
turn and look at you. And as they eye you, Rusty, they slowly turn back to what they were doing and start talking and writing again, just in the fullness of what they were doing prior.
Huh, that was fun.
I'm not allowed
Yeah,
to talk.
you gotta shut
Yeah.
up. Too.
Yeah. I'm
And
not
here
allowed
we
to talk.
thought it was gonna get us kicked out.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just gonna follow. I'm gonna look at Scrack. Scrack, do we want to go this way, or are we just gonna walk to the middle?
Are there visible stairs?
Probably. She's wearing very opalescent garb. Not white, it shimmers with different colors. But she sits there, her hair is pulled back into such a tight, pulled back, small bun of graying brown hair. You would think that Professor McGonagall had done it herself, but she has a feathered quill sticking out of the bun in the back as she's going over these things. You see as she flicks her hand, the quill pops out and begins writing notes and crossing out a few things. And she rolls up that parchment, picks up another one, begins to read it as the quill places itself back in the bun.
So I amble up to her and put my face over the parchment she's reading.
Oh,
Excuse me.
if you are who they say you are, there is no excuse that you can give. Just be you. Now, have a seat.
Understand her.
I was gonna say, I
Yeah.
just imagine Scrack sitting right there.
Find a comfy chair and sit down.
Scrack actually gets taller when he sits down.
Mhm.
Haskar stands, arms folded, looking grumpy. Now that you're all here, she looks over at Haskar. I said sit.
He's not gonna sit. Asgar has issues.
He's not housebroken yet.
Give it help. We're all the same size now that he's standing.
Again, if you are who you are said to be, I can forgive a little impudence. I am the honorific Pala. Pala.
Paula. Well, Paula, you know us supposedly. I'm Riona, Torsten.
I do not
Hasgar.
know that you are who you say you are. It is just what has been told to me.
Okay, well, Riona, Hyrath. We got Scrack. We got Rusty. We got Torsten, and then we got Hasgar. And it's been only 3 days since we saved those people.
Saved who?
Well, the guard talked about the people leaving the cavern and running out.
The founders.
Oh,
Yeah.
the
Founders of the town.
So my great grandparents, I see.
Great.
How long has it been?
How long has this town been here?
You really don't know, do you?
Pretend we're
Oh.
stupid.
Humans invaded.
If you are who you say you are, it has been 150 years.
Hmm.
Well, I can tell you right now, none of us are lying.
I'm joking. We've only been here for about 5.
Well, they're still not lying.
That's not funny.
Where does this town exist?
How does this town exist?
Well, a
When?
bit of a story. Let's just
Let's
take
hear the 5 W's here.
Yep.
let's just take it on faith. You are who you say you are. You certainly appear to be.
Okay, you can stop with that. Just answer
mean-
the question.
How could we prove it to you?
I don't know. How could you prove it to me?
Hmm.
If you want a story, here's a story. It has been romanticized over the last few years, but the story goes that there were these great heroes, yada, yada, yada. People escaped, came to this area, built this amazing town, and everyone lives happily ever after in this nightmarish hellscape. A little pocket of heaven. That's the romanticized version. However, a few
Who's
years
the magician that protects this town?
we're all musicians in our hearts. Oh,
Magician.
I'm sorry, you said magician. I'm sorry, I don't speak Owlbear very well. Anyway, just completely dismissing you. As I was saying,
Easy Scrack.
It's
what actually happened was I recall you helping a few of us escape from the fortified, fort, and going through some very dark, dank tunnels for a while until we reached an end where monsters were. There was a fight, a few people ran, and then you left us. So I have no patience or desire for any of your indulgences. You are here in my chamber at my pleasure. Now, I'm going to ask you, where have you been?
Well, like I told you, it's only been 3 days for us, and we honestly don't know where we've been for you. We left the cavern. We
We
slept.
went into the forest.
We slept in a cave, and then we found this place. It's only been 3 days.
We've been fighting.
Demons nonstop.
Quaint. I don't doubt that there was magic involved. She continues writing down something on some parchment. Let's see. So,
Well, it wasn't intended for it.
I mean, not all of you are exactly as I remember you, but I do remember the owlbear being a bit bigger. You had both of your hands, did you not, sir?
Until recently, yes.
Yeah,
We had a run-in at a temple.
Yeah, he tried really, really hard, and then it just kind of fell off.
It's still a touchy subject.
I'm sure it is, and I would not touch it. So, my question is, what can I do for you before you are dismissed?
I pull out the necklace. Where is it pointing?
So, how are you holding it?
Like the chain, because I don't want it to burn me.
So the face would be like this to you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So since it's works on a flat scale in turns, it is pointing straight down.
Well, what I'm looking for isn't in this room.
What are you looking for?
My father.
That's nice. I don't know who that is.
Justice Hyra. Ring any bells?
I've heard the name.
Do you know the person?
Not personally.
Okay, let's make this simple. Do you know where they are?
No. She goes back to writing.
Look, she's useless.
Insight check. Do I believe that?
Roll an insight check.
Natural 20.
Wow.
See.
As she says no and continues writing, there's a clenching to her jaw.
All right, let's cut the BS here. You know where he is. We don't want to bother you. We will leave you to whatever it is you guys are doing. We just want to find her father. And maybe indulge in your city for a day or two.
Oh, now we are cutting through, as you said, the BS. Now we come to what you can get from us. We followed you through a tunnel. We followed you into the wilderness where you left us to die. Not many of us survived. I am one of the lucky few. However, if you want to partake...
Okay, bored now. And I turn around and walk away.
And
I try to casually step on her foot while I do that.
Paula, look, I just want to find my dad. That's the whole thing. We never meant to leave you. It's been 3 days to us. We were planning to find you eventually, but at the moment, we've kind of all been running around.
Insight check on that. I want to do an insight check on that.
Okay.
Were you planning on trying to find them?
Truthfully, I was planning to find some humans. I don't know which ones I would be finding.
I sent my cleric out to find them.
That is true. Rusty did, and I know that.
Do you say this out loud?
Yeah.
We're gonna find you. It's been 3 days for us. I'm sorry it's been 5 for you.
I'm sorry. Did you say you sent your cleric? Your cleric?
That is what I said. Did I stutter?
I'm sorry, you're just so short, your words can barely reach up to me. If you're talking about Wade, She's still here. Maybe you'll have better luck bilking her out of any fortune you may be looking for. You will not find any in this chamber. Good day. You are dismissed.
I wonder about not feeling her foot. So I put my hand on her hand, my paw on her hand.
Okay, well, currently she has.
Let you guys do it.
Pull out an 18. You do see off in the distance, possibly an alcove where people are coming from. Might be.
So, guys,
All right.
excuse us. Excuse us.
Pardon me. Owlbear coming through.
Just using you as like a plow to plow through people. We're right behind you.
Mhm.
Downstairs we go.
I'm looking for the temple.
Oh, so you leave the building? We're staying in it.
Oh, we are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, we're going down.
Downstairs in the building, acting like we own the place.
Right. We have to go downstairs to go out to go to the temple.
We already
No,
went
we-
On the
downstairs.
We
staircase.
went down to the first floor and the arrow is still pointing down.
And
So
we found stairs
we're-
in the building.
we're assuming that there's,
Oh.
if this is the government building, I'm assuming there's a dungeon of some sort here, a jail.
It's a little dark hole.
Could be where we find something.
Everyone
Gotcha.
has a little dark hole. Scrax is in his colon.
Mm-hmm. Little dark hole. So we're going downstairs, and Scrape's leading the way because he's a snowplow.
Down the stairs we go.
Yeah, well, we go to that alcove. Is it indeed a staircase?
A little further in, yes, it does turn into a staircase. There are crystals that are lighting the darkness where the sunlight does not reach. Even if it is an illusion sun, it still has its movement in the sky. So the light that it sheds is programmed. So there's some blinky crystals that give a blue hue to everything. But yes, there is a stairwell, and you see a young, tall, slender, wild red hair female in basically the same thing that Riona's wearing, but all in white. And she has her arms filled with books and parchments. Her glasses are slightly askew because one of the books spines is up, and she's just trying not to drop anything as she gets to you.
I
Yep,
can help you with that.
she loses everything. She rolled a nat 1 on her dex.
Instead of the books.
I mean, she drops everything, and she's like, "This is just not my day." And then she looks up and sees basically her twin.
I can help you with that. I
Do we have a cosplayer here?
don't know. Shut up.
I'm Rusty. This is Briona. We have Pascal. We have Torsten. And of course, last but definitely not least, we have Scrack. Hey, we're a little bit turned around here. We were looking for a way to get further down. Can you help us with that? We were just sent in this direction and we weren't told exactly where to go.
I'm sorry, 1 second. And she starts trying to pick up the books, and the parchments are getting crumpled and the scrolls are getting bent.
I help
she
her.
does.
I'm just like, can we get me?
Book is half open on her arm, just folded over, and she's like, I gotta get these over to.
I open my bag. Put it in the bag.
She like drops everything. She clutches her mouth. I'm so excited. I never thought I would see you guys in the flesh. I thought you were dead. You have. There is
sister, Rihanna.
In my home, I have 15 books this thick. Granted, they're only about that big, but they're that thick, filled with stories that I made up about you guys. I live in your world. I mean, you live in my brain. That's coming out wrong. I write stories, and you guys are the main characters in them. Okay? This is big.
I love books. Let me help you with these. Let me help you with these. I start putting stuff in my bag, so it just disappears. I will take them right out as soon as we walk to where you need to go.
And as you're putting them in, she snatches one. Not that one.
Okay.
That can't go into that type of bag. Let's not destroy everything. Okay. It's just down the hall here. Oh my God, Scott.
What was your name?
Oh, I'm Initiate Vinaya.
Vanaya?
Yeah, Vanaya. Vinaya.
It's a very
Initiate. I'm. It's only my first week here.
I hug her. Okay. Calm. We need to get down these stairs. Can you walk us down the stairs?
You have my books, and I need to get them over there. So can I do that first? Do you mind?
I will walk with you, and we'll take the books over there.
Why do you feel like your hug was a more uncomfortable hug than when Voldemort hugged?
It was like I'll walk with her over to where she needs to go and pull out the books, handing them to her as she does whatever she needs to do.
Yeah, as you get in, she hugs you again. Like it is a spine cracking, deep tissue hug.
I look at Rusty. I'm like, am I like this? Is this what I'm like?
No.
You certainly used to be.
Yeah, you used to have two hands too.
So one by one, she gets everything out of her bag and puts it onto the table. And she's like, "Okay, I'm sorry. Composure, Vinaya. Composure. I got this. You, tough like Scrack. There's wily as Haskar. You're as gentle as Torsten. You're as schemy as Rusty. And you are natural busty beauty, like Rihanna. Okay, I got this.
Okay. Riona and me are both very pink. And just busty. Okay.
She just kind of looks at you. Oh God, I said that out loud. So yes, just in a daze, she leads you back to that alcove, down the stairs. They spiral. You go down one floor, two floors. The whole time, she hasn't said a word. Just every once in a while, you hear a slight giggle.
Don't forget to breathe.
It's a very rusty thing to say. You get to the bottom of the stairs. Okay, what'd you need down here?
Pull out the necklace. Still pointing down.
No,
Follow the necklace wherever it points.
it is directly to a wall.
I go to a wall.
Okay. She watches you walk to the wall and she's like, "What are you doing?"
What's on the other side of this wall?
Dirt, as far as I know.
We have time, guys, right?
Yeah. So what do we?
We have time.
Did the staircase end in a room, end in a corridor? Is it?
So as you look around, there is a blue hued light throughout this room, and it is nothing but books as far as the eye can see. Shelves and shelves of books.
Rihanna's drooling a little, but she's like distracted because she needs to get through this wall.
Any other exits from the room?
As far as you can see, unless
Yeah.
you want to roll for it.
Is there a light blue book?
The books, strangely enough, are color coded. They are all different colors, but they start at one end of the spectrum and they go changing slowly throughout to the other side of the spectrum.
I didn't notice anything. So, yeah. So the stairs just end in this library.
Yeah. Stairs end in the library. There was definitely a smell like if you've ever been to a bookstore back in the days before we had just electronic devices that would give us books, that smell of the bookstore is unmistakable.
That is my heaven.
Love that smell.
Yeah.
Yeah. This never even folded pages mixed with the old yellowing pages that make that slight crack sound when you turn the page.
Dear, what are these books?
Well, some of them are manuals, history, fiction. Some are documentary. Some are about magic. Others about conjecture on why the gods left us.
Are there any about closing portals?
Oh, yes, there's a number of them. And she walks over to a section. It is a section of an orangey brownish color of books. There's probably about 200 of them.
Is there one for dummies?
I mean, it depends on your education, I guess.
Well, you know about us. We're educated for the most part, but is there one that's pretty straightforward on how to close portals?
Well, not so much directly about that. It's all speculation. Roll a charisma for me.
It's just 11.
11.
Charisma.
I would say since it's you asking, I'll add 5 to that.
I was gonna say I have natural 20 of charisma. That helps. Busty.
So busty 20.
10 each.
So as she kind of looks at those, she looks back at you and she goes, honestly, it's just a whole bunch of people writing about what they think could close some of the gates. I mean, but over in our philosophy side, there might be a book that I think helps a little better because these people just talk about what they know. The philosophy is, philosophy. It might be more along what you were hoping.
I feel like we're not gonna have enough time right now. What if me and you go to dinner together and you tell me what you think?
Are
No?
there any other rooms down here?
Did I kill her?
Several bookshelves.
The guard out front said that they had someplace for us to stay for free.
Oh, I'm sure. If not, I can put you up in my place. I only have the one bed, but I'm sure we can all fit. She kind of looks at Strack and looks back at you, hopefully.
How about this? We're gonna go talk to a cleric at a guardhouse. Why don't you come there when you're off work and I'll let you show me the town and we'll talk about philosophy and closing some portals and get to know you a little better.
Really?
Yeah.
She just slips off like a bag that she has slung over her shoulder and starts digging through. It's like a purse. She pulls out a small book.
Yes.
It's my latest. Can you Can you read it?
I will read it.
Can you sign it?
I can sign it, and you know what? I might convince everyone else to sign it too. But how about I read that now as we leave to go to the cleric, and you come find us later. Okay?
She happily bounces in a circle a few times, squeaking each time she lands. This is really reminiscent of how Riona used to be. Yeah.
And she's like, it's really like that, wasn't I? I used to be so happy.
I mean, it only took nearly dying a few times, losing everybody you cared about.
I
and
died
finding the
once
world.
so far.
But yeah, so
We'll
deal.
leave.
She tells you that she will be getting off of work in a few hours, so that gives you plenty of time to go talk to the cleric, and she will come there, and then she has a fantastic restaurant, but maybe freshen up first because your clothes look a little travel worn.
Didn't we get all spruced up when we
You
came
did
through
get
the
completely
illusion?
cleaned up, but it does not mend fabric.
I will personally go try to find myself something nice to wear. Don't worry.
You can have one of my dresses.
How about you bring me a dress? And I'll wear whatever you bring me. I can feel your eyes rolling. I'm trying to get good faith here. We have
Like the
someone
sounds of two stone spheres
yeah,
slowly rotating against stone.
this is a good thing to have. She's an in. She's an in, Scrack.
But yeah,
Fine.
So I give her one more hug and we leave.
again, bone crushing, vice grip, body on body, like Clash of the Titans. And
While they're hugging, I am standing on the opposite side of Skrek from them.
okay. While you're hugging, it's like any loose bit of fabric and or flesh gets pushed out of the way because
We're trying to be one, got it?
yep. She releases you, spins, and runs upstairs.
Boy, I sure hope I find my doppelganger here.
Okay, guys, I have a few seconds. What do we want to put in the bag while she's gone? I go to the manuals that she was talking about, the portals, and
Okay.
just
The brown ones or the philosophy?
both. Just what she pointed out to me.
Well, she only pointed out the brown ones.
Oh well, then I'll take the brown ones, the ones that were the actual terms.
Did she leave the book that she said not to put in the bag?
That is
On
in
the
the
desk?
office.
That was up there.
You had your chance, buddy.
Hey, we have to leave, right?
Yeah,
You do.
I'll take those portal books and
There's like 200 of them.
oh fuck. Okay. What?
This is an immense room, expansive, hundreds, if not thousands, of books.
I don't have time for this. I'll come back. I won't. No.
Okay, let's stop into her office real quick.
I need a book, Rusty. I need a book.
Grab books. It doesn't matter.
May I suggest starting with volume 1?
Is there anything that stands out, like, I guess the thickest?
All right. Roll a quick investigation for me.
Okay. As we're leaving, I'm just trying to. Okay, 15.
15. Okay. So you're looking and there's no real identifying anything on the book aside from the color. You look around, you find one that's fairly thick, and then your eye catches another one that's a little bit thicker, and then there's one that's shorter but wider, and you're like, you grab one.
I just open it. Does it talk about portals and is it my language?
It is in common. It is neatly scripted. You do see some drawings of a portal, similar to what you saw before.
Yep, just close in the bag. Let's go.
But yeah,
Fine.
So I give her one more hug and we leave.
again, bone crushing vice grip, body on body, like Clash of the Titans. And
While they're hugging, I am standing on the opposite side of Skrek from them.
okay. While you're hugging, it's like any loose bit of fabric and or flesh gets pushed out of the way because
We're trying to be one, got it?
yep. She releases you, spins, and runs upstairs.
Boy, I sure hope I find my doppelganger here.
Okay, guys, I have a few seconds. What do we want to put in the bag while she's gone? I go to the manuals that she was talking about, the portals. And
Okay.
just
The brown ones or the philosophy?
both. Just what she pointed out to me.
Well, she only pointed out the brown ones.
Oh, well then I'll take the brown ones, the ones that were the actual terms.
Did she leave the book that she said not to put in the bag?
That is
On
in
the
the
desk?
office.
That was up there.
You had your chance, buddy.
Hey, we have to leave, right?
Yeah,
You do.
I'll take those portal books and
There's like 200 of them.
oh fuck. Okay. What
This is an immense room, expansive, hundreds, if not thousands, of books.
I don't have time for this. I'll come back. I won't. No.
Okay, let's stop into her office real quick.
I need a book, Rusty. I need a book.
Grab books. It doesn't matter.
May I suggest starting with volume 1?
Is there anything that stands out, like, I guess the thickest?
All right. Roll a quick investigation for me.
Okay. That's relieving. I'm just trying to. Okay, 15.
15. Okay. So you're looking and there's no real identifying anything on the book aside from the color. You look around, you find one that's fairly thick, and then your eye catches another one that's a little bit thicker, and then there's one that's shorter but wider, and you're like, you grab one.
I just open it. Does it talk about portals and is it my language?
It is in common. It is neatly scripted. You do see some drawings of a portal, similar to what you saw before.
Yep, just close in the bag. Let's go. So we're gonna go talk to her.
Right after we stop at her office, real quick.
It's on the way out. Do your thing.
Yep.
But we're heading out because Scrack looks like he's gonna eat somebody.
Is she in her office?
No. If you're asking about your cosplayer, no. Vinaya is not in the office. There is someone in the office, but they're at the far end of the office writing on a chalkboard.
I walk in. Do I see the book on the table? Or a desk or
The order of the books and papers and scrolls have been tidied up. That particular book, roll for investigation for me.
27.
It is the third from the bottom.
Hmm.
Okay. You start sliding it out.
No, I just reach in, take it, not being just act like I own the place.
All right. So as you do that, it disturbs, and the person is an older man, long beard, wearing a high-collared robe, has a white animal fur on the collar and the shoulders. He looks over at you. Can I help you?
No, just had to grab this. Turn, walking out.
Odd. Goes back to writing.
In the bag.
Yeah, don't put it in my bag. Just push. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
All right. But you do see a woman standing there, pitchfork in hand, looking at the horses, and you can tell who it is.
Did
Hi,
you do?
cleric.
Did you do good?
Wade? She turns around at the "Did you do good?" and like eyes completely pass over where you are. Like you're here, the eyes completely pass over, and she sees Torsten go, "Wade?" And you see that she looks a little older than you remember her, but she's like, "Oh my God, look at you! I never thought I'd see you guys again. Come here, come here." And she is covered in hay and poo, and she has been working those stables hard. She grabs Rusty up and picks him up into her heaving bosom and spins around laughing. Of course, your legs and arms just go
Same as always.
same as always. Oh, and she holds you out. I'm so glad to see you. Puts
I'm
you
so
down.
glad you survived.
Yeah, barely. I thought maybe if I went the way you told me, then it wouldn't be an issue. You were wrong.
That happens.
He usually is.
Yeah. I missed you.
How long has it been since you've seen us?
Oh, well, you can see there are wrinkles like crow's feet around her eyes. A few years.
Like 5?
Oh, no, it's been more than that.
Bitch lie. Well, it's only been since we've seen you, a day.
I bet you don't look any different.
We're not joking. It's only been 24 hours.
We're very confused.
Well, that makes all of us. What?
And the legless lady up there was just not very nice.
Oh, her. Yeah. Oh, that's a bitch.
No good deed, am I right?
Right? But
Oh.
to answer your question, yeah, I have been doing good. Hasn't gotten me much, but I do what I can.
Yeah. Doing good sometimes costs you an arm and a leg.
Or a
And a
hand.
turn and glare.
As soon as you say that, and a hand.
As you say that, Rihanna, she goes, I just realized it has been a while since you've seen me. How'd you find me?
Well, boss lady said you were down here, but we
No,
found
I mean before. Like, how'd you get here?
Uh-oh.
She kind of
I'm-
looks up.
I'm looking for my dad.
Oh, okay, well, I can't help you with that. But, it is good to see your faces again. And
Well, she kind of implied that you might be able to help us. Do you know a Justice Hyra?
I don't know nobody by that name.
Again.
Well, I don't, but I know someone who might.
Really?
Yeah,
And who might that be?
the sculptor.
The guy over there whacking off Torsten's arm?
Wow, phrasing. No, he's well, I think he's crazy, but he loves your stories. Let me tell you, he always talks about him. He lives over there. She points, and way off in the distance, a stone house set apart. The stones aren't white, nor are they symmetrical. Proof.
You guys okay if I go talk to him and you guys maybe wait for my date to show up?
As you look at the home, there's a lot of roses, shrubs, pathway of stones. And there's a stained glass window with a beautiful woman. Beautiful woman.
That's a negative.
I'm not stopping. I'm running as soon as we notice that. Again, you lose Riona. She sprints off.
I'm faster than you.
I don't care. I'm running.
I'll take off after them both. Jeez.
Come on, Torsten and Haskar. Come on, Haskar. Come on, boy.
God, I hate you.
We'll be back.
So
We'll be back, Wade.
she goes, all right, I'll be here. Well, I'll be inside cleaning up. So if I'm naked, don't worry about it.
Maybe Torsten stays with the naked cleric.
Wade, we're expecting, or Riona is expecting a date to show up here. If she shows up while we're still gone, have her hang out for a minute. I'll try to get Riona to come back. And you'll know her date. She looks just like a young Riona.
Oh, all right. But again, I finished mucking out the stables. I'm taking a bath. She goes inside. Who gets to the door first?
Probably Rusty, but I'm sprinting.
I'm not trying to get to the door first. I'm just trying to stay with her.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am the same.
So you're going the same speed as Haskar.
Yeah, I don't knock.
Okay. You open the door. Everything is as you remember in that very same house. The benches, the area that refrigerated all the drinks and the food, the cabinets, the bed, the ladder to the stairway to the loft. Everything but the books. There's only a few books.
Is there a dead man on the floor?
No.
Is there a dead man in the chair?
In the chair. The chair is different too. It's definitely not as comfortable looking, and it has wheels. It has 2 large wheels and 2 medium wheels. And a door opens. And walking from that door is a very familiar face. And that's where we're going to leave it.
You son of a... I had to mute myself to keep it safe.
Very familiar face.